Game, hello, there it is. Hello everybody, and welcome to day 2 of week number 6 here in the SSBL. And we're starting things off with the Stingers and the Cyclones. Matchup of the Epic Novas division. You've got Pot of Gold versus Tony Ariano. And this one's grounded to Rose, and Rose makes the play for out number 1. We'll have to keep our eyes on Rose. He's had some misventures so far this season, fielding at third. Grounded right to Yoshida. That's 2 quick outs here for Ariano. Stingers coming into this game, the last undefeated team in the SSBL, with the Gaucho surprising loss last night to the wrong fielders. Stingers already with a 3-game lead in the Novas division. Next best is the ball players, as that's going to be a strikeout of Matthew Kennedy, and that will send us to the bottom of the first. It'll be County, Rose, and O'Brien to lead things off for the Cyclones here. Cyclones, one of the last of 3 winless teams in the SSBL. Cyclones, Moonshots, and the Walkers all sitting at 0-5 coming into week 6. That's a broken bat, fouled off, 1-1 to Tyrese Rose. And Rose strikes out there, 2 quick outs here for Pot of Gold. Pot of Gold went 7 2/3 in his previous outing, did not give up an earned run, and did not give up a hit. He was part of that combined no-hitter that the Stingers threw against the Unicorns. He walked 5, struck out 11. This is into right, and that's just going to fall foul. And it'll be 2-2. And that's up the middle, and that's the first hit given up by Pot of Gold this season. And it's a 2-out single, which will bring up Doug Kelly to the plate.
Number 14. That's up.
That's grounded to Ssbl. Easy play for him in time for out number 3, and we'll go to the top of the second here. Highgrass, Brotani, and Penelope Garcia do up for the Stingers. Let's check to see how Ariano did in his previous start. He went 7 innings, gave up 2 earned, 7 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Both those earned runs, solo home runs to the tune of a 2.57 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP. Full count here to Highgrass. He fouls that one off. Three straight fouled off by Highgrass here. Swings on that one, gets it through the left side of the infield, and that's going to be a leadoff single for Highgrass and the Stingers. Coming to the plate, Swolhei Brotani had that big night against the Serpents a couple weeks ago, a 2-home-run game in that back-and-forth game that the Stingers eventually won in extra innings. But here, Brotani grounds into a 1-4-3 Dragon special to clear the bases and bring up Penelope Garcia with 2 away. Garcia will draw a 2-out walk, and that'll bring up Ssbl.
Ball outside. No, inside. No, that's inside.
3-0 to B, and he swings at ball 4. Slow roller to Jet County. He scoops it and takes it himself. Round number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. Machine, Yoshida, and Timberwoods all due up.
The catcher, number 33. Ball, that's up.
Stats aren't quite updated for last week just yet. Just a heads up. That one's up the middle. Dallas, Texas scoops it and gets it to high grass in time for out number 1. And now bring up Kazuto Yoshida. Need to get started on minor league stats first and get an official minor league MVP tracker going. As Yoshida puts this one into the gap, that's going to roll to the wall. That's going to be trouble as Yoshida's into second with a stand-up double. Now bring up Timberwood. So runner in scoring position here for the Cyclones. Swing and miss.
Ball, that's inside.
1-2 now the count. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout there for out number 2. And I'll bring up Chungus Among Us.
No, that's high.
1-1 the count. Fouled back. And I just popped up. Garcia barely has to move at all. And should make the catch for out number 3. And the runner is stranded. And we'll go to the top of the third. Still scoreless here. 8-9 and then top of the order for the Stingers.
No, high.
Texas also a big player in that Serpents game a couple weeks ago. Made a huge catch, then was the person who walked it off into left field. Swing and a miss, though. He gets rung up there. Bring up Chris P. Bacon. Ariano locked in, 2 1/3, a hit, a walk, and 2 strikeouts so far here. Against a high-powered Stingers offense that is, so far this season, living by the long ball. As he gets rung up there, back-to-back strikeouts for Ariano. Stingers the tops in the league in home runs. 10 going into last week, and I believe they hit quite a few in week number 5.
No, inside.
Staying on the top of the league there. Helmenreich with a 3-1 count floats this one into foul territory. O'Brien is there and makes the catch for round number 3, a 1-2-3 inning for Ariano, and we'll go to the bottom of the third. Lames County and Rose due up.
The left fielder, number 19. That's inside. No, inside. Ball, outside.
The Cyclones offense averaging
Ball 4.
1 run per game. Facing off against someone like Pot of Gold doesn't help that much, but leadoff runner aboard and Jet County to the plate. Opportunity knocks, and the Cyclones answer.
Ball, that's low.
It's a 3-0 count to County. Gold finds his own. And swung on that, grounded to Texas, and that's a 4-6-3 Dragons special, and the bases are cleared. Easy come, easy go. Pot of Gold also locked in. 2 hits for him and a walk. And make that 3 hits as that one's in the gap. And that's going to be a 2-out double for Rose. Costly Dragon special there. That would have scored a run. Up comes Mitchell O'Brien now. And he falls behind 0-2. Gold no longer locked in after that extra base hit. That's going to get out of play. Remains 0-2.
No, high.
Just misses there, 2-2. Patience here by O'Brien. Swing and a miss! A big strikeout there. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Still scoreless in this one. Heidi Bear, Matthew Kennedy, and Dank Highgrass do up. Heidi Bear, a rookie, doing pretty well so far this season. 7-4, 16, 438. As, Yoshida activates the suck glove there and takes away a base hit from Bear. One away, up comes Matthew Kennedy. Kennedy up the middle, and the suck glove again! Timber Woods with a great play. The Cyclones with back-to-back Hoover maneuvers puts 2 away here in the top of the fourth.
No, that's high.
Dank Highgrass to the plate. The lone hit given up by Ariano tonight. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth.
Ball inside.
And that's a strikeout to start off the home half of the fourth of Kelly, sorry. And I'll bring up Bean Machine. This one's a broken bat, and it's going to... Matthew... he didn't catch it. He corralled it off the hop, but a bomber special into right. And that's hit number 4 on the evening for the Cyclones. They'll take him just about any way they can get him.
Ball, that's inside. That's high. That's inside.
Runners going, the throw is in time! Garcia with the caught stealing, 2 away. It seems just as soon as the Cyclones get base runners, they find a way to eliminate them. Yoshida will draw a 2-out walk now and bring up Timber Woods. Yoshida staying put at first there. There for strike 1-1. And strike 3 called. Woods goes down, and we'll go to the top of the fifth. Still scoreless here. Brotani, Garcia, and Ssbl do up.
No, that's inside. That's low. Ball high. Ball 4.
And that's a 4-pitch walk to lead off the top of the fifth. Garcia comes to the plate. Just the 3rd base runner allowed tonight by Ariano. Garcia, the other person who has drawn a walk so far. Slaps one into right, but right to O'Brien for out number 1.
Ball, that's up.
Runner going, and see you later. And that hits up the middle. That's going to get down. 2-out single. 3-0 to Dallas, Texas now.
That's ball four.
And that's going to be a walk, so Ariano struggling with his command here. Couple walks given up in this inning. And a hit puts 2 on for the Stingers, their best opportunity of the evening so far. Crispy Bacon, though, grounds it to Yoshida, and that will retire the side. We'll go now to the bottom of the 5th. Among Us, Lames, and County due up. Chungus Among Us for the second time tonight. Routed right back to Gold. In time, 1 away. Ron Lames. Pot of Gold back to locked in. He's been going back and forth between locked in and neutral. Might finally have found a groove here. And has a 1-2 count here against Lames. This is low, 2-2. And that will make the count full. Couple fouled off here by Lames, trying to stay alive. Pops this one up into right. Matthew Kennedy is there for out number 2. And top of the order for the 3rd time, Jet County. Sitting at 0 for 2 so far in this one. Chopped foul for a 1-1 count. Swings through that one. 1-2. And a swing and a miss. County goes down, and so does the 5th inning. We'll go top of the 6th, still 0-0 here. Top of the order due up for the Stingers. Combined 0 for 6 so far in this one. Ariano doing very well. He's been a strong point in this Cyclones starting rotation, even going back to last season. Last season, he was fantastic. Went 24 2/3 innings, gave up only 3 runs at a 1.09 ERA and a 1.135 whip. 28 strikeouts to only 7 walks. Was striking out 10.2 per 9. Only giving up 1 home run all of last season. So definitely a strong point in this Cyclones rotation. That's out number 2. Will line out to second base. And here comes Matthew Kennedy. To 84 pitches here with 2 outs in the 6th. Maybe a tad high. And that's just an ugly strikeout from Kennedy there. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Can this Cyclones offense find anything to get going? It's 2-3-4 in the order. Tyrese Rose. He had a double his last time up. And make that strikeout number 7 for Pot of Gold tonight. Brian, Dallas, Texas with a nice play for round number 2. Well, that'll bring up Doug Kelly. Doug Kelly, the bright spot on this Cyclones offense. 385 on the year. Far and away the Cyclones' best hitter, but he strikes out swinging there. Strikeout number 8 sends us to the top of the 7th. It's 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Stingers. Ariano starts off the top of the 7th at 86 pitches, I believe. And 1 pitch, 1 out here for the top of the 7th. Brings up Shohei Ohtani.
No, that's high. Ball outside. No, that's inside.
3-1.
Take your base.
And Ohtani will take his second walk of the day. 2 walks to Ohtani and 1 to Garcia. 3 of the 4 walks given up by Ariano tonight have been these 2 batters.
That's down.
Just 2 hits on the night for the Stingers. Swing and a miss there. 2-2 the count. In the dirt, but Garcia swings through it, and she is retired. 2 down now for Ssbl, who has one of those 2 hits. No speed on the bases for the Stingers. Rotani very slow. 1-2 the count to B. Oh, hits again off of Tyrese Rose, and it trickles into left field, and everyone is safe. Are we about to see another game where Tyrese Rose cost it for the Cyclones? The pressure's all the way up, and it's Dallas, Texas to the plate. 100+ pitches on Arellano, and it's an 0-2 count. Ball 1, 1-2. Checks his swing, that's outside, 2-2. Full count, runners will go. Ball 4, the bases are loaded for the Stingers. And it's Chris P. Bacon, and Arellano's night is done. In comes Tough Beifong. Can she get out of the bases loaded jam in a 0-0 ball game? That one gets away from Bean Machine, but not too far. He's able to recover. Everyone stays put. Luckily, there's no speed on third. It's 2-1 the count. That one's in there, 2-2. Fouled back, we'll do it again. That one's grounded to Woods. Woods the throw in time for out number 3. The Stingers leave the bases loaded, but do get into the Cyclones bullpen, but remain scoreless going into the bottom of the 7th, where Bean Machine will lead things off here against Pot of Gold.
That's up. Ball outside.
That's grounded to Texas. Out number 1. And this one's into right, back it goes, and Yoshida has put the Cyclones on top 1-0. 423 feet, and Yoshida has the Cyclones the lead. And here's the 100th pitch from Pot of Gold. It's fouled off by Woods. 2-2. A diving stop by Heidi Bear, for out number 2. Great play by Heidi. Honey is her counterpart on the Retrievers. 2 down now. Here's Chungus Among Us. And Among Us falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Pot of Gold bounces back after the solo shot from Yoshida. And now the Cyclones 6 outs away from their first win here in Season 9. Can Beifong close the door, top of the order, due up for the Stingers? Annika Elmenreich 0 for 3. That one's hit hard, and it's through the left side of the infield. Runner will be aboard. Tying run is on base. Heidi Bear comes to the plate. High fly ball into center field. Among Us is under it. He makes the catch, round number 1. Matthew Kennedy to plate, 0 for 3 and tense. Runner is going. The throw to second is in time. Bean Machine with a fantastic play, 2 away. Both these teams running into outs. And that will be out number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Cyclones up 1-0 here. Lames, County, and Rose to try and pad the lead. And Pot of Gold will get pulled in favor of Ejin Sawamura. Down the third baseline, that is fair. And runner will be aboard. And that brings us back to the top of the order. Jet County. Dangerous man, but 0 for 3 intense. Runner is going, but it's fouled off. Swings through that one, 1-2. Swing and a miss. That might be a sombrero for County. Brings up Rose, 1 away.
Nope, that's high.
2-1 the count to Rose, 3-1.
Take your base.
And that will be a walk, so 2 aboard now for the Cyclones, and Mitchell O'Brien to the plate.
Number 64. Nope, that's high. Ball inside.
2-1 the count. In there for a strike, 2-2. This one's floater to left. That's going to be trouble. That's going to be down in front of Swohei Brotani, and a run will score. It's 2-0 Cyclones. A bomber special into left field, and the Cyclones now lead 2-0. And that's up the middle. Dallas Texas with a diving stop. Flip to second for 1. Not in time to first for a Dragons special, but that's a big play. That saves a run. Runners now at the corners for Bean Machine. 2 on, 2 out. Oh! Wait, oh, it's a fair! It's fair because Highgrass attempted to make the catch. And a run scores, and it's 3-0. I was wondering why it was still playing out, and then I realized because he made the attempt for it, and Bean Machine's stealing, and he's safe. And they're going to put on Yoshida with first base open. Bases loaded, 2 outs now. Cyclones leading 3-0. And that will do it for Sawamura. Gives up 2 earned, 3 hits in 2/3 of an inning. Dixie Norms to try and get them out of the 8th.
That's down. No, that's high.
2-2 the count to Timber Woods. And that's foul. Goodness gracious, 10th pitch of the at-bat here for Timber Woods. Stuck in a loop. And that one's hit, and that one's going to get down. 1 run will score, a 2nd run coming home. Timber Woods, a 2-run RBI single. And it's 5-0 Cyclones. They want that first win.
No, high.
Slow roller to Bear. In time for out number 3, just barely. But 4 more runs for the Cyclones. And the Stingers are going to need 5 in the 9th to stay perfect.
That's high.
It's a 1-2 count here to Dank Highgrass. Oh, that's a beanball. That's not a way to get started for the Cyclones. Beifong will now be tense. Brotani to the plate. Swing and a miss there, 1-1. Skies it, but into the stands, 1-2. And that is ripped up the middle. That's going to roll to the wall. That may score the runner. Nope, they'll stay put at second and third with nobody out here in the top of the ninth. Stingers trying to make a late rally. Here comes Penelope Garcia. Beifong staying in the game. Not a lot of speed to speak of on the base pass for the Stingers. Garcia had 2-0. She's already walked once today, 3-0. Oh, ball four called. That looked like a strike to me. The bases are now loaded for Ssbl, and that will do it for Beifong. In comes Alfonso Sims, inheriting the bases loaded and nobody out in the top of the ninth. In a 5-0 ball game, Cyclones looking for their first win on the season. 2-0 to Ssbl. 3-0 to Ssbl. Nowhere to put him. That one is foul. That one was hit well, but... And that makes it a full count. And that's ball four. A run will come in, and it's 5-1. And we're in one swing territory for none other than Dallas, Texas. And that one's going to get away from Bean Machine. Oh, but no one tried to advance. The lack of speed being a big factor here for the Stingers in this one, as that one got well away from Bean Machine. But it's a 3-1 count to Texas. And he fouls that one back. It's a full count. That one's grounded to County. County goes to second for one. Back to first. He can't turn a Dragon special, but another run comes to score. It's 2-5. How big was that last half inning for the Cyclones? Still one swing territory for Crispy Bacon with runners at the corners, one out, but he's behind 0-2. In the dirt, 1-2. This one will be foul. Strike three called! Top of the zone, Bacon sits down, and the last hope for the Singers is Monica Elmenreich. Oh, we're close on those two pitches, 2-0. Oh, that one's in the zone, 2-1. Swings through that one, 2-2. Swing and a miss, and the Cyclones are victorious for the first time this season. They win this one 5-2. 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th was the difference maker. Loss will go to Sawamura. Just 5 hits tonight for the Stingers. Highgrass, Brotani, 2 by B, and then Elmenreich. 9 hits for the Cyclones. O'Brien, Machine, Yoshida all getting a multi-hit game. Loss goes to Pot of Gold, I guess. His runner scored when... Oh, no, he gave up the home run. I'm an idiot. But Sawamura really takes the beating there. 4 earned through 2/3 of an inning. And Ariano doesn't even get to bask in the glory of a win. It goes to Beifong. But Ariano should be on that MVP board. Save goes to Sims, though he tried his hardest to blow it. Yoshida gets top billing, followed by Pot of Gold, and then Ariano rounds up at 3rd. That's going to do it. A big game there. 5-2 in favor of the Cyclones. Another upset this week. We'll see what Game 2 has in store for us in the Epic Galaxy, with the Unicorns and the Mythic coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Ssbl on Twitch. All right, here we go. Game number 2, Unicorns and the Mythic. Mythic will have their work cut out for them here. Mabel Sparks on the mound for the Unicorns, with Noah Terry on the mound for the Mythic. Ripped to Buckley. In time, one away. Let's... These teams up on the stat sheet. Popped up center field, and Buckley will make the catch. Noah Terry, his first outing, went 7 1/3. Jesse Merritt with a diving stop. The throw in time. A nice way to close off the top of the first. We'll go bottom half Instante Potato. Biddles Rosas and Jesse Merritt do up. Let you know about Noah Terry later. Instead, I will talk to you about Mabel Sparks. And that game against the Stingers, she went 7 innings, gave up 2 earned runs off of 30 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 1 home run, a 2.57 ERA, and a .571 whip. Striking out 10.2 per 9, and Rosas is a victim there. Broken bat there, but foul. Swing and a miss. And just as quickly as it started, the first inning comes to a close with nothing doing. We'll go top 2, 4, 5, 6 will be due up for both. Now I can tell you about Noah Terry, 7 1/3 innings. No earned runs, 4 hits, a walk, 8 strikeouts, a .682 whip, and a 9.8 strikeouts per 9. Let's go here. This was 2 to 5. No more undefeated teams. That's a strikeout to start things off here. Tygo sits down. Cyclones scored as many runs in that game as they had all of the season so far. They doubled their run output for the season. Two and two to Breezy Bree. And she strikes out looking. 2 away. Looking at the name of Renault at the pitcher, but Noah Terry doing an excellent job. 2 innings clean so far with a couple of strikeouts to boot. We'll go bottom of the second. Las Vegas Angeles, Harry Von Crum, and Cruz Jones do up. No more undefeated teams in the Ssbl. And 1 fewer winless teams now. Harry Von Crum to the plate. Swings through that one. And that one 0-2 the count. And that is up the middle. We have our first base runner of the game. A single from Harry Von Crum with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. I'll bring up Cruz Jones. RBI dud whiffer. Yikes. There's the whiffer. And there goes the whiffer. 2 down now for Kylie McBinney. This one into left, but foul, and no one catches up to it. One and two the count. Chopper off the mound comes Sparks down to first in time for out number 3. And the side is retired. Top of the third we go. O'Doyle, Porterhouse, and Condra due up. A man activated for Noah Terry here, as he's locked in through 2, looking for his third strikeout. Won't get the strikeout, but will get out number 3 as Buckley stays with that one. Short hot ate him up, but didn't prevent him from getting the first out here in the top of the third. Porterhouse takes that pitch, 1 and 2. 2 and 2. Fouled back. Strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. And that one right to Jones for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. Olden, Moss, Saul, Buckley, and then the top of the order, Instante Potato due up. Swing and a miss. Mojo up for Mabel Sparks. We're in another pitcher's duel here. 4 strikeouts so far for Mabel Sparks. This one popped up into right in foul territory. Kush couldn't quite catch up to it. Make that 5 strikeouts now. Two and 2 to Potato. That's a slow grounder to Porterhouse in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 4th, still scoreless here. Aaron Tobster. And he gets struck out there. Another strikeout. He's up to 5 now. 4 now for Terry. And it's a 1-2 count to Fitflot. Terry with K-Man active. Gets another one. That's number 5. Two gone. Here is King Kush. 3-0 to Kush. Finds the zone there. And that is up the middle, and that will wreck the perfecto. Was still early, but he was dealing there, but got behind the count. Had to get Kush something to hit, and he did just that. So the first runner aboard for the Unicorns here tonight, top of the 4th with 2 outs. Brings Big Tuna Tygo to the plate. Swing and a miss there, 1 and 2. That's a floater, and Cruz Jones will make the catch for out number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Scoreboard all even here. Rosas, Merritt, and Angeles due up. Rosas, not MVP, but All-Star for the Mythic last season. Doing battle here with Sparks for the second time tonight. Lays off the curveball, 2-2. And he gets rung up there. Abel Sparks being just as ruthless as Noah Terry is. That one's foul. And that's a strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts for Sparks. She is dominating here. 7 strikeouts through 3 2/3. She has struck out 7 of her 11 outs. Yes, I believe Rosas was part of that expansion team's only draft. And that will bring us to the top of the 5th. Breezy Bree to lead things off for the Unicorns. And this one's into left. Back it goes. It's off the wall, but not that part of the wall. But she will have herself a leadoff double.
Now batting the catcher, number 23.
This one's a grounder to Merritt. Nicely played. Runner goes back to second and thrown to first in time for out number 1.
Number 12.
So 1 gone, but that brings up RBI man inside pitch batter Jimmy O'Doul. But he's behind 0-2 with K-Man activated for Terry. A big battle here. Strike 3 called! A huge strikeout there. O'Doyle goes back and sits down. 2 gone now after the leadoff double. Haggy Porterhouse to the plate, trying not to squander the opportunity. He's ahead in the count, 2-0. And this one's popped up, and it will be caught by Jones for out number 3. And they squander the leadoff double and will go to the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 89.
And that's going to be a strikeout of Harry Von Crum, 1 away. Sparks is just striking out everything, it seems. She might be very close to on fire. Yes, Noah Terry was the 3rd pitcher taken in the pitchers behind Jonathan Massey and Lauren Fell. And that's laced down the third baseline. It's fair. And into left field, and he will be aboard. So a 1-out single for the Mythic.
Number 24.
And he's going. But hit and run was on. It's fouled off. One and 2 the count to McBinney. Swing and a miss. Well, that was a base hit, but strikes out the next batter. I believe she's 10 strikeouts now. Mabel Sparks is just unfair here. This one is over the head. That's going to be fair. Breezy Bree corrals it, but a couple flirting into left field here. And the Mythic have 2 aboard here. Sal Buckley, 2 on, 2 out. Their best opportunity of the night. Just the 3rd base runner off of Mabel Sparks. 2 of them in this inning alone. It's a 1-1 count here. Takes a strike, 1-2. Right back to the mound. It's a slow roller. Tygo up with it. The throw is in time for out number 3. The Mythic strand a pair will go to the top of the 6th. Still scoreless here. 9-1-2 do it for the Unicorns. And this one is deep into right. Back it goes. Oh my gosh, it's gone! I thought for a second it was going to hit the yellow on the slanted wall, but Condra hits it just enough, shaded into right field for a solo shot, and Unicorns lead 1-0.
Number 12.
And that's up the middle. Unicorns starting to hit Terry here. Mojo down for him as the first two runners reach to start the top of the sixth. Foot flop comes 0 for 2. This one's in to the stands. A 2-2 count came in, activated for Terry. This one's ripped into right. And that's 3 straight runners aboard for the Unicorns. And it's RBI man King Kush to the plate. Fouled back, 0-2 the count. Came in once again for Terry. Swing and a miss! A big bounce back strikeout there, 1 away. Here comes Tuna Tygo. 2 on, only 1 out here in the top of the 6th. This one is to Rosas, and it's over. Rosas is heading to left. Angeles to throw to third. It's in the dirt, and the bases are loaded. Rosas has got to make a jump for that one. 4 hits in this inning for the Unicorns. Terry down to neutral. It's been a rough one for him, but it's only 1-0. 1-2 the count came in for Terry. Popped up foul territory. It looks like it's going to stay in play for Jones for out number 2. And it's the reigning epic MVP Moo Shaw to the plate. First pitch called a ball. That one fouled back. We've got a 1-1 count. That one's fouled back as well. 1-2. Came in once again for Terry. In the dirt, 2-2. Grounded. Cruz Jones with a diving stop. The flip in time to Noah Terry for out number 3. Unicorns get the solo shot from Cree Condra, but do leave the bases loaded, but they take a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the 6th. But the Mythic have to face Mabel Sparks. She has been fantastic in this one. Struck out 10 of the 15 outs so far in this game. Only 3 hits allowed. And a 1-2 count to Potato. Lays off that pitch. And that makes it a full count. And this one's into right. It's back. Is it deep enough? It is! Instante Potato just ekes it over the fence in right, off the top part of the wall, and he ties the game up at 1 apiece. That one was mashed just enough, and it's tied up. A brand new ball game here in the bottom of the 6th now. Mabel Sparks no longer locked in. That seems a bit harsh, but bounces back with a strikeout as Rosas' mojo goes down. Strikeout number 11 for Sparks. She's up to 92 pitches here, though, with 1 out. And that one is laced into right. That's going to get down and die into the corner. But the speed of the Unicorns outfield keeps it to only a single. And that will do it for Sparks. In comes Archibald Longshanks. Let's see what we have on Longshanks this season. It doesn't look like we have anything on Archibald Longshanks this season. And that one's grounded to Tygo. Tygo to Porterhouse. Can't turn the Dragon special. But it's 2 down now in the bottom of the 6th, but it's Harry Do Something Von Crum. Makes a big hack there, comes up empty, 0-1. Fouls off the next pitch, 0-2. And that one is ripped. That one's going to get into the gap, rolling to the wall, but a nice bounce to Aaron Topster. And it'll put runners at the corners. And it's Cruz Jones, but with RBI dud active. A chance for the Mythic to take the lead with a base hit, but this one into center field, right to Aaron Topster for out number 3, and we'll go to the top of the 7th, all knotted up at 1 run, 6 hits apiece. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Unicorns. O'Doyle to lead things off. Terry starting the top of the 7th. See if he can have a cleaner top of the 7th than he had top of the 6th. 0-2 the count to O'Doyle, came in on Terry. A slow roller. Buckley uplit the throw in time for out number 1. Aggie Porterhouse now 0 for 2. Fouled back, a 1-2 count, and here comes K-Man. Swing and a miss, strikeout number 8 for Terry, 2 away. And here is the man, Cree Condra, who had that home run that started our scoring last inning. Over the wall in right field, that slanted portion of the wall. And he hits this one up the middle. That's a base hit. Condra aboard with 2 outs. Mojo back down for Terry. And I'll bring up the top of the order, Aaron Topster. And Terry's day will be done. In comes Bank Herring to try and finish off the top of the 7th. Let's see if we have anything on Bank Herring. We do. 3 2/3, 5 earned runs, 7 hits, 2 home runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, a 12.26 ERA. But strikes out Topster and sends us to the bottom of the 7th. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Mythic. Archibald Longshanks on the mound still for the Unicorns. Kylie McBinney to the plate. McBinney, .333 average, 5 for 15 this season. Has drawn a walk, struck out 6 times. Does have a couple RBIs on the season, but no home runs. 2-2. Almon's high for a full count. And strike 3 called. Longshanks rings her up there, 1 away. One away now for Odin Moss. Moss also hitting .333, 5 for 15 as well. He does have a home run, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. 2-2 once again the count, and string and a miss. Longshanks goes back-to-back with strikeouts, 2 away, and Saul Buckley to the plate. That one's fouled off by Buckley, 1-1. That's into the dugout, 1-2. This one grounded to Porterhouse. In time, a 1-2-3 inning, and we'll go to the top of the 8th, still tied 1-1. 2, 3, and 4, Flip-Flop, Cush, and Tygo due up for the Unicorns. Oh, that one was hit well, but foul by Flip-Flop. This one into right, deep, but right at the wall is Moss for out number 1. Brings King Kush to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Kush hitting 2 for 16 coming into last week. 125 on the season. That one is foul. 2-1 the count. And that is up into the gap. That's going to hit off the wall. A nice bounce for Potato. But Potato doesn't have an arm on center field. If he did, he would have gunned Kush. But it's a 1-out double. And the go-ahead run in scoring position now for the Unicorns, and Tuna Taigo up to the plate. If Potato had 10 more points of arm, he probably would have gunned Kush. That was a close play to second. 2-1 the count. Pressure is all the way up here in the top of the 8th in a 1-1 game. It's a 3-1 count to Taigo. That one finds his own for a full count. Swing and a miss! Herring strikes out Taigo 2 away, and Breezy Bree to the plate. She led an inning off with a double but got stranded. Can she do what her teammates could not and score the runner? 1-1 the count. That misses. 2-1. 3-1. Runner is going. The throw in the dirt, though. And Buckley couldn't handle it. And the go-ahead run now 90 feet away. That could have ended the inning. But instead it's a walk. And runners now at the corners for the Unicorns. And it's Moose Shaw to the plate. They had him dead to rights. But a bad throw off the mound by Herring. And allows the inning to continue. And Moose Shaw up the middle. An RBI single. The Unicorns retake the lead 2-1. A devastating error by the Mythic cost them the tie game here with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Two and 2 the count to O'Doyle. RBI man again for him. And that one's in the dirt. Runners both advance now into scoring position. Mythic starting to crack here under the pressure, but O'Doyle gets rung up there. So it's only 1 run, and it's 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th, and it's Instante Potato to lead things off with Rosas and Merritt behind him. Potato tied things up his last time up. Can he do it again? No, he cannot. Grounded or short. Taigo up with throw in time for round number 1. Mojo up for Longshanks. He'll be locked in against an 0-for-3 intense Biddles Rosas. Another one right to Taigo. Easy play for him. 2 away. And that brings up Jesse Merritt. Just 1 hit allowed from Longshanks in relief. 2 1/3, and this one right to Porterhouse. A 1-2-3 inning, and we'll go to the top of the 9th. Aggie Porterhouse, Cree Condra, and Aaron Tobster do up for the Unicorns. Tonight has been jam-packed with action. And base hit up the middle to start things off for the top of the 9th. This Mythic bullpen, well, just specifically Bank Herring here, just has not been able to keep the Unicorns at bay. 3 hits and a walk. That earned run in the last half inning and an inning of third of work. Has been behind in several counts. Pitch count up to 36 here with a 2-1 count here to Cree Condra. That one's to Rosas. Rosas to Buckley. And Buckley to Jones for the 6-4-3 Dragons special. Big turn there. Just 1 out away from the bottom of the 9th here. Tobster in their way, 1 for 4. And it's a 2-0 count once again. 3-0. Herring finds his own there, but loses him on the next pitch. The second walk issued by him tonight. Inning will continue now for Trey Flitflot. And that will do it for Herring. In comes Paprika Stocks. And if you thought, let's see, Paprika Stocks, runner is going. The throw is not in time, so runner in scoring position once again for the Unicorns. And that one gets away from McBinney, and once again, runner advances to third. Full count to Flitflot. Fouled off. And that's up the middle. That will score another run, and it's 3-1 Unicorns.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 68.
3-1 to King Kush. Oh! And that one nails Paprika.
The shortstop, number 19.
As the wheels just coming off for the Mythic here late. Can't get a bounce to go their way. 1-2 to Tygo. That misses for a full count. Runners going, fouled back. And that's a beanball to load the bases. And Stock stays in the game. She's rattled now. That one into center field. Tracking that one is Potato, and he makes the catch, round number 3. The Unicorns put up another run. Mythic will need 2 now in the 9th, and it's 4, 5, and 6 due up.
Fielder, number 17.
Las Vegas Angeles to the plate. 0 for 3 so far. This one up the middle, right to Porterhouse, and that's in time for round number 1.
The designated hitter, number 89.
Oh, but that's a beanball in fitness down on Von Crum. So, one swing territory now here, technically. But Cruz Jones falls behind 0-2 and Whiffer activated. Swing and a miss. And it's all down to Kylie McBinney. And Delaney Frisco will come in for the pinch hit. Longshanks looking to go the rest of the way in relief. At 0-2, and that one right to Creekondra for out number 3, and Unicorns survive a scare from the Mythic, 3-1. Unicorns rack up 12 hits in that one, but only 3 runs. Most of the starters, except for poor O'Doyle, getting a hit. Push going 3 for 5. Condra and Flip-Flop going 2 for 5 and 4 respectively. 6 hits for the Mythic, 2 of them from Von Crum. Others spread around. 14 strikeouts from the Mythic, 3 from Rosas. 11 tonight from the Unicorns, but no one with more than 2. Win goes to Longshanks. He goes 3 2/3, giving up only 1 hit and hitting Von Crum with a pitch, 3 strikeouts. Loss goes to Herring. He gives up 2 2. 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Your MVPs, Noah Terry, Mabel Sparks, and Cree Condra. Well, that's going to do it for game number 2. Game number 3, another showdown in the epic phenoms. The High Rollers and the Serpents are going to do battle coming up right after this. You're watching the Ssbl on Twitch. Final game of the night, High Rollers and Serpents in a big battle of the epic phenoms. High Rollers coming in at 3-2, Serpents coming in at 4-1. Serpents coming off the win against the Sparrows last week. That was like 10-1, I believe. It was a domination. 10-2, as that's a strikeout to start things off. We've got Queen Khan on the mound against Austin Floston. The High Rollers coming off the loss to the Bombers 7-2. Wally Woolley, 1-2 the count. Spoiling some pitches here from Khan. Full count. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts to start things off from Khan. Let's see, Queen Khan. She went 5 2/3 last time out. 3 hits, no earned runs, a walk, 10 strikeouts. This one's a floater into left center, and that's going to get down in front of Briggs. A 2-out single. Now bring up Max Range. And Range gets struck out there. Colin ends up striking out the side. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. Dragonius making his second start for the injured Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe will be back next week. And he singles up the middle. Floston couldn't scoop it up. Floston in his last start, he went 8 innings. No earned runs against the Cyclones, 3 hits, and the Ssbl record for strikeouts in a single outing with 14 of them. Look to keep the momentum going here against the Serpents. Try not to lose any more ground in that competitive Phenoms division. All 3 teams had 10 wins last season, but only 2 of them made the playoffs. Dekamori goes to second, gets the lead runner. But too slow of a play for the Dragon Special. So 1 down now, and Pete Za comes to the plate. Pete Za having a pretty good start to the season, 421. Couple home runs under his belt. 1-2 the count here from Floston. That misses. And the count is full. Fouled off. Swing and a miss. Floston rings him up there, 2 away. And big Mick Larchuge comes to the plate. Two now to McLarchuge. Runner is going, that gets Wally Woolley out of position. Perfect hit and run, and runner is safe at third. So runners at the corners now for Kaladin Stormblessed. And Stormblessed over the head of Wally Woolley, and a run will score. Throw to third, not in time. And the Serpents strike immediately, 1-0. Runners back on the corners, and Alfred Walker to the plate. And that is up the middle. It will be 2-0 Serpents.
The second baseman, number 17.
That's a high fly ball deep into center field. Back goes at the wall. It's gone! Holy cow, the Serpents have broken it open here in the bottom of the first. A 3-run shot by none other than Leon Morrison, and it's 5-0 Serpents.
Ball high.
The grounder to Wooly will end the inning, but the Serpents strike first and strike with great vengeance. 5-0 going into the top of the second.
The right fielder, number 20. Ball, that's low.
Popped up, and there is Jerry Briggs for round number 1.
The third baseman, number 40. That's outside. Ball, outside.
This one is foul. 2-1 the count. Line Ollie to the plate. Up the middle, a tough dive by Morrison there. And the runner will be safe, so an infield single there.
Now batting, the catcher, number 36. Ball outside. That's down.
2-2 to Carlita Beltran,
Take your base.
and she will draw a walk. So that puts 2 aboard here for the High Rollers. A gust of wind to the plate. 2 on, only 1 out. A chance for the High Rollers to scrape some runs across. And she gets rung up there. A big second out there for Queen Khan.
Number 37.
That's up the middle. Hartz gets it. The throw in time for out number 3, and the side is retired. The High Rollers strand a couple and will go to the bottom of the second.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 12. That's low.
Boston starting off the bottom of the second tense, but strikes out Jerry Briggs to start things off.
Fielder, number 25. Now batting, the shortstop, number 69. Outside.
Grounded to Ollie. In time for round number 3, a much cleaner inning for Floston there. And we'll go to the top of the third, still 5-0 Serpents.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 14. Ball, that's low. That's outside.
Back to the top of the order for the High Rollers, Mary Stone. That's that one off. 2-2 the count. And this one is popped up and will be caught by Queen Khan for round number 1.
The shortstop, number 3. No.
So last year, it was a weird story in the Phenoms. Every team in the end of the regular season had 10 wins, but everyone beat everyone else. The Bombers was 2-0 against the Serpents, but 0-2 against the High Rollers. And then the same was true High Rollers, and so on and so forth. All those three teams going undefeated against the Sparrows.
Ball outside. Ball inside.
But a different story blooming here. The High Rollers coming off the loss to the Bombers. And already behind here, 5-0. Almost through 3 here against the Serpents. That's a walk drawn to continue the inning. Bring up max range with the runner aboard and 2 outs. Queen Khan threw 2 1/3, 2 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Pitch count up to almost 60, quite a bit high. Oh my. Crushed by Ollie, but well foul.
Ball, that's inside. That's inside.
Full count. Runner going and it's foul. We'll do it again. And again. And that time it's a strikeout. Queen Khan gets him swinging. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still 5-0. Pizza, big, large, huge, and Stormblessed due up.
Ball.
Popped up left center field. Wally Woolley makes the catch. That's in time for round number 2. Oh, and 2 the count to Kaladin Stormblessed. Swing and a miss. Floston has bounced back nicely from that first inning. Remains 5-0 as we go to the top of the 4th. 5, 6, 7 due up for the High Rollers. And that's a strikeout to start things off. Queen Khan doing nicely. That one back to Khan. In time, she's locked in now, 2 away. And that's up the middle. Leon Morrison scoops it in time for round number 3. And we'll go quickly to the bottom of the 4th. It's Alfred Walker, Leon Morrison, and Tara Vulnerable due up. That's up the middle, and the leadoff runner is aboard for the Serpents.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 17. No, inside.
But Flosson gets a strikeout there. 1 away. Brings up Tara Vulnerable.
No, inside. No, inside.
3-0 to Vulnerable. Fouled off, full count.
Ball 4.
And Vulnerable will draw the walk.
Now back, the center fielder, number 12.
So 2 on for the Serpents. Only 1 out. Here comes Jerry Briggs. A chance for the Serpents.
Ball
pad on some more. Hopped up left field. Infield fly is called, and that'll be caught by Woolley for round number 2.
The left fielder, number 25.
2 on 2 out now for Dragonius. And he singles up the middle again. Runner's going around third, head for home. And Dragonius not only gets his first career hit, he gets his first career RBI. 6-0 Serpents. They have taken control here early against the High Rollers. That one to Decamori in time for round number 3. And we'll go top of the 5th. Serpents leading 6-0 here. Gust of wind to lead things off, and she puts one up the middle. Base hit.
The center fielder, number 37.
0-2 now to Rocket Rodriguez. That one is foul. Swing and a miss. Queen Khan has had her stuff working tonight. But she will get pulled through 4 1/3 off her 7 strikeout. That pitch count was high. And in comes JT Mullins. Let's see. JT Mullins, 10 innings of work. 8 earned runs, 14 hits, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts, 3 home runs allowed, 7.2 ERA, and a 1.7 whip. I think a lot of those runs coming against the Stingers in that back and forth game. Chopper back to the mound, and that will be good for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 6-0 here in favor of the Serpents. Right to range, he'll take it himself. And that will do it for Floston. In comes Tipsy Reynolds.
That's down. No, that's low.
And McLarchus goes down. Reynolds gets a strikeout on the first batter she faces. And that will do it for the bottom of the 5th. To the top of the 6th we go. 6-0 still our score. Decamori, Range, and Polygraph do it for the High Rollers. That one's deep into right. Back it goes, and that one is gone. Decamori puts the High Rollers on the board with a solo shot, making it 6-1. Ooh, Hearts with a nice backhanded play there, one away. Brings up Polygraph.
No, inside. Ball that's low.
That one's into left, but foul. That one's into left field, just past the glove of Alfred Walker. So runner aboard now for blind Ollie.
Ball. No, that's low.
But that one's to beat Za. Za to Hearts, and Hearts back to Za for the Dragon Special. One run up on the board for the High Rollers from the solo shot from Dekamori. 6-1 going into the bottom of the sixth.
Number 77.
Tipsy Reynolds back on the mound.
Ball that's low. Ball inside. Ball outside. Take your base.
And that will be a walk issued by Reynolds to start off the sixth.
The second baseman.
Here is Morrison. That 3-run home run in that first inning.
Nope, that's high.
Large part of that difference in the game so far. And that's a strikeout for round number one.
The designated hitter, number 16. No, inside. Ball that's low. Ball that's up. Take your base.
And another walk issued by Tipsy puts 2 aboard for the Serpents. And Jerry Briggs to the plate. Only one out here, 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Briggs gets rung up there, 2 down now. And here comes Aero Dragonius.
That's outside.
That one will be foul, 1-2 the count. Big pitch here, swing and a miss. Reynolds gets the rookie to swing out one over his head. And we'll go to the top of the 7th, still 6-1. Beltran to lead things off, 7, 8, and 9. Due up. Oh, Walker with a great snag, taking one away.
That's low.
That one's up the middle.
The center fielder, number 37.
And Rocket Rodriguez strikes out, swinging 2 away.
Number 14. That's high. Outside.
And a strikeout of Mary Stone ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, still 6-1 here. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Serpents.
Number 69. That's outside. No. Foul ball.
Grounded to Dekamori in time for out number 1.
Now back, the first baseman, number 5. No high. Out.
Caught by Dekamori for out number 2. You got big McLarge Hughes.
Fielder, number 24.
And big McLarge Hughes goes down. And we'll go to the top of the 8th time, running short for the High Rollers. Boy, they're looking 3-3 square in the face.
Number 3. Ball outside. Ball, that's inside.
Orson in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 24. Nope, inside. Nope, high.
To Walker in time, 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 89.
JT Mullins doing great in relief, just giving up that wandering run off the home run from Dekamori. Only 3 hits, 3 strikeouts through 3 1/3. Done a very strong job here. 1-2 the count to Max Range, and he gets the strikeout. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting,
Paladin Storm blessed.
number 22. Ball, that's outside.
And he gets rung up there.
Now batting, the third baseman. Now pitching, number
That will do it for Tipsy Reynolds. In comes Waggy Tail.
ball outside. Nope, that's inside. They're out.
Range will take it himself for round number 2.
Second baseman, number 17. That's low. Low.
Popped up into right field. Mary Stone is there. Round number 3. High Rollers need 5. In the top of the 9th, 5, 6, and 7 due up.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 20. Now pitching.
And Raul Gillette will come in to try and close things off.
No, inside. Ball, that's low.
Kari Hartz with a diving stop. The throw in time. Round number 1. Serpents defense has been strong tonight behind their pitching.
Ball, inside.
Once popped up, is it going to stay in play? It's just foul.
Ball, that's inside. That's down. Ball 4.
And that will be a walk for blind Ollie.
Now batting, the catcher, number 36. Ball outside.
1-2 the count to Carlita Beltran. Swing and a miss. She goes down. And the last hope for the High Rollers is a gust of wind. This one into right, and big McLarge Hughes gobbles it up. And the Serpents move on to 5-1 on the season, with a 6-1 win over the High Rollers that 5-run bottom of the first. The difference maker in this one. 6 hits tonight for the High Rollers. Wind and Decamori with a pair. Sombreros for Stone and Range. 7 hits for the Serpents. A pair from Dragonius and Walker. Loss goes to Floston. All 6 of the earned runs charged to him in 4 1/3. Reynolds fairly clean in 3, only giving up 2 walks. Strikes out 7. Then Tail makes an appearance. Win goes to JT Mullins. 3 2/3. 1 earned run, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts. 7 strikeouts for Khan through 4 1/3. And Gillette closing things off. MVP Decamori, followed by Morrison and Queen Khan. That's going to do it for night number 2. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a good rest of your night, everyone, and I'll see you all next time.